Good morning and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings in Encinitas. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Monday, June 29th. You'll be interested to know, 19 years ago, today, in 2007, Apple introduced the first iPhone, combining a capacitive touchscreen, a rich internet communication device, and a portable media player into a single elegant handset that reshaped consumer expectations. That breakthrough set a new standard for mobile computing and intuitive design, launching an application ecosystem and inspiring decades of innovation in how people interact with technology. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. Monday in Encinitas. This morning it's looking fair with waves around 2 to 3 plus feet. Conditions will shift to choppy as the day goes on, with winds increasing to onshore at 11 miles per hour by 1 p.m. Expect the waves to hold steady throughout the day, with the tide pushing in during the afternoon. Best time to ride is at 7 a.m., with the 1 foot incoming mid-tide when the south-southwest swell is 2 feet at 15 seconds, and the sideshore wind is 6 miles per hour. The first high tide on Monday will be 3.5 feet, just before 11 a.m., followed by a 2.5 foot low tide just before 3. The nearshore buoy at Beacons reads 69 degrees for the water temperature. Expect fair conditions with waves around 2 to 3 feet on Tuesday, as light winds from the southwest create a pleasant morning session. Wednesday brings similar heights but transitions to choppy conditions by midday, especially with increasing winds from the west. Thursday sees a slight increase to 2 to 4 feet, with cleaner conditions early before choppy surf returns in the afternoon. This morning, it's cloudy and it feels like 66 degrees with 5 mile per hour wind. The sunset will take place at 8:04, and it will rise again tomorrow at 5:44. It looks like we're in for a partly sunny day, with a high near 66 and a light south breeze around 8 miles per hour. If you're inland, it will hit a high of 69. Tonight, expect mostly cloudy skies with a low around 62 and light winds around 6 miles per hour. Looking ahead in the weather, Tuesday through Thursday will be partly sunny with highs near 66 to 67 and a light southwest breeze near 5 to 10 miles per hour on Tuesday. Friday turns mostly cloudy with highs near 69 and nights staying in the low 60s around 62 to 64. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, the San Diego Humane Society is offering free microchip services for pets ahead of the 4th of July holiday, which is known for causing many pets to go missing. Last year, 253 stray pets entered the shelter during this time, with only 84 being reclaimed by their owners. Identification significantly increases the chances of a pet being returned, with 63% of identified stray dogs being reclaimed compared to only 27% without any identification. From now until July 3rd, microchips will be free at campuses in El Cajon, Escondido, Oceanside, and San Diego, and appointments are encouraged. Remember to keep pets indoors during fireworks to help them feel safe. Now on to sports. The main focus of every National Hockey League draft weekend is the players hearing their names called, whether at the top of the class or at the end of the 7th round. While trades are completed and the foundation for future moves is built, it is one of the busiest times of the offseason. The San Jose Sharks emerged as winners, significantly adding to their prospect pool with 3 of the top 21 picks, including the 2nd overall pick and the 9th overall pick. In contrast, the Seattle Kraken's reputation suffered when their deal for Jason Robertson fell apart, leaving them without the superstar they desperately need. The Buffalo Sabres had a great weekend, trading for key players and locking in forward Zach Benson to a long-term contract extension. In local sports, the Padres dropped their 2nd straight to the Dodgers, falling 4-2 yesterday at Petco Park. Manny Machado homered and drove in a run, and Xander Bogaerts added 2 hits with an RBI, but it wasn't enough. Michael King took the loss after 4 1/3 innings, allowing 4 runs. San Diego came into the series riding high after beating the Braves, but that weekend against LA was rough. They're down 2 out of 3 and got outscored 15-3 in Saturday's blowout. The team sits at 43-39 heading into tonight. Speaking of tonight, the Padres head to Chicago to face the Cubs at Wrigley Field at 5-5. This is a big one. San Diego is in a tight NL West race and needs to shake off the skid before it gets away from them. Shota Imanaga takes the mound for Chicago. The good news: San Diego has been solid over their last 10 games at 6-4. They've shown they can compete with anyone in this league. A win on the road against a quality opponent like the Cubs would do wonders for momentum down the stretch. In top news, how Cambodian artifacts stolen from temples ended up in American museums is a story of loss and recovery. The theft of Cambodia's cultural treasures, including sacred stone, bronze, and gold artifacts, might just be the greatest art heist in history. This began nearly a century ago during French colonization, but looting surged during the 1970s, 80s, and 90s, driven by a British man named Douglas Latchford. His gang sold stolen items to wealthy collectors and prestigious museums worldwide. Cambodia's government has spent the last 14 years trying to track down its stolen history and heritage. Yet many treasures remain hidden in private collections and museums. In business news, oil prices rose Sunday while U.S. stock index futures advanced after the U.S. and Iran continued to trade fire in the Persian Gulf, renewing fears that the Strait of Hormuz may effectively be shut again. Dow Jones Industrial Average futures were up 177 points, or 0.3% late Sunday. S&P 500 futures and NASDAQ 100 futures also gained following a steep technology sell-off on Friday. Bitcoin was trading below $60,000, down more than 7% over the past week. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is unchanged over the weekend at about $60,000. Ethereum is up 1.5% to just under $1,600. And XRP is up 1.5% to $1.05. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. Streaming ads might be getting a lot quieter this week. A California law banning streaming services from showing ads louder than the video content that they accompany is set to take effect on Wednesday, July 1st. Existing legislation already imposes similar volume restrictions on broadcast and cable television commercials. While the volume limitations only apply to California for now, it seems likely that any relevant changes would be deployed more broadly. When the law was passed in 2025, its sponsor, State Senator Thomas Umberg, said it was inspired by every exhausted parent who has struggled with loud ads. And in entertainment news, Channing Tatum's new true crime thriller, Roofman, has officially become the #1 movie on streaming. Tatum, known for his range, has taken on various roles, including a villain in Blink Twice and a superhero in Deadpool and Wolverine. Despite not making much noise at the box office, Roofman has thrived on streaming, remaining in the charts for over 170 days. The film, directed by Derek Sanfrance, follows former soldier Jeffrey Manchester, played by Tatum, who leads a double life that unravels when he falls for a divorced mother. The movie has received an 87% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, showcasing Tatum's compelling performance. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American entrepreneur and inventor, Steve Jobs. And he said, "Innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower, highlighting the transformative power of groundbreaking ideas in shaping the future." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings in Encinitas.